Sorry, just seeing someone's funny tweets. Ah yes, the last thing I was doing here was the allied things. And I still haven't done the alliance ones. Um, and so now missed out on some NPCs being there. Some bit of conversation. I think it's Valley of Wisdom. Maybe might have the portals. It sounds appropriate. Okay, that's an Iron Circle. Okay, if I just talk to a guard, they should point me in the right direction. Portals. You said new? No.
For the Horde.
Okay, Cliff's North. Oh, okay, they're up here. Should have noticed it's the same symbol as in Stormwind. Rad. Huh. I can't use this portal. So they decided Calderin has unlocked Hydro, but not there. Good to know. Okay, what's gonna happen? Because this character has not done any of these quests. And as such not secured a base, helped secure a base here. Oh, maybe it's only the Alliance one that's under attack. Who knows? They're butchering black dragons there. Huh. The Alliance one's over there, and it's really looking like a, maybe I should have just gone to Undercity. I just didn't want to be asked waiting around for a, goddamn, Zeppelin. Also, what the hell's my flying speed? Highest possible speed on your flying mounts. He's still 20% slower than a paladin though, because of the Crusader aura. Let's have a look at towns. Oh yeah, you have only 2. Actually, never mind, none's been reset. I leveled you through the other thing. Yes. I carried out all the leveling on him during BFA. So he had a different town system. But yeah, I want to bring him to Siltus to him waiting. What is this in reference? Well, I'm puzzled on this quest. It's clearly a garage thing, but it's puzzling me. Okay, I have tons of gear here. What is with all this gear? When you have to put them down, why not make use of the leather? Hmm. I kind of miss the auto gear thing. That's in the auto gear thing that's in FF14, where you just go to your character page, go to a bit here, and go, auto fit for current class, and it picks the best things for your current class, and you just hit save, you hit accept, you save your gear list, and you're done. It's nice, simple, quick. It's beautiful. Certainly, some bits of the game are like, oh, we've still seen the old Stromguard. So yeah, like, see here. This is the fucking keep. This is the fucking chapel with the graveyard. They tore it down to put down a tank station here. I know it makes sense from a pragmatic standpoint, but these are really, this is a guy reclaiming his home. And he's reclaiming his home. Basically, he's tearing down his own family crypt. And it's just like, I know, that just seemed like an odd move, I presume he's religious. It's just like, never mind another faith's burial site. Like, he's tearing down his own, and it's his own family, his own family and people's. Seems like an odd move. I guess they need to make use of every bit of space possible for the war effort, but I know, it just seems odd to me, that's all. No, just, I know, if I thought about it previously, I wouldn't have expected that. Oh, here's Ravenhold. It's mostly a rogue place, but you can gain rep with them as a non-rogue, though I'm never quite sure how you're meant to do it. But obviously you... well, these all have... mushrooms have... physical mass. None else does. You can gain rep with them via killing Syndicate, but after a certain point you won't get any more rep. So you have to turn in lockboxes, which can easily be ground up in black rock depths. But to get them, you have to be a rogue, and you're to really pickpocket the guys in the arena. You can get it easily that way. Oh yes, just have to shimmy over this way. Oh, so when I was saying I haven't eaten yet, I woke up like at midnight. Then I was just like, fuck it, I'm staying in bed. I went to bed at like 6, woke up at 9. Then I managed to doze off till midnight, and that was that. I was just like, fuck it, I'm awake now. Proving grounds. Hail, Demon Hunter. It's been a long time since we've had the chance to answer the call of battle. The old feelings are slow to rise, but once awakened, the blood does rush. The battle rage returns. All newcomers to the valley must first complete the rite of battle. Deep within the Wildpaw Knoll Cave is the banner of the Frostwolf. Venture forward and recover the banner. Return it to me, and I shall grant you the Frostwolf Initiate's insignia. Ah, it's within the place. Alright. I was thinking it might be outside it. What's like an initiate quest? Oktar, Blood Elf. Would you like to see my wares? Seem to be out of sorts today, but my wares will surely serve you for years to come. Can't buy the book off him. And must complete the quest to buy it. Okay, there's a few, like, there's the Coldforged Blade. Yeti Bracers. There's Frostbite. Whiteout Staff. Yeah, there's a few Horde only appearances, but I can't get them. I don't have. Yeah, I don't have either of these, so I'm not going to try and start gaining them now. So I'm just going to have to say no to those appearances. But yeah, this guy has. Christ, throw out. This guy has some unique appearances here. Like basically, there was an item removed from the game, brought back for this event, and it's the only iteration of that appearance in the game. There might be an item on both sides, might not. I cannot remember the video, but he's some appearances I don't have, and might never have if he is one such item. So that's this side done. Oh yes, I was queued up for the other thing, wasn't I? Typical. Switching back. Okay. Actually, there was a mail on the other guy's side. I think it was just the anniversary stuff, but you know I already have them. So if I sell them now, I'll get a full refund, but I don't want a full refund. I lose the appearance. So, well, actually, while I'm here, just Tardix. From beyond the grave he charged me. Ignoring that little bit of skullduggery, there is a nice little commemoration over here. On my warlock I stumbled into it, but I'll show ye here as well. While I'm in the neighborhood. Christ, those are big bears. Don't think there's any achievement for killing all these, but still feel I may as well. In loving memory. Anthony Ray Stark, 1961 to 2005. It was a friend of some Blizzard devs. He passed away in some manner. I do believe they went into some detail on the wiki. But he passed away, and as a little nod to him, they put his character, Roche, into the game. Just nodding and kneeling at the little memorial to him. That's presumably like the gear, the character wore, and whatnot when the guy last played. Maybe even same level. I'm not sure. Does seem to have gotten a model update in Kata. In some ways, I think it would have been nice to leave it as it looked in the old days. But, though part of me's getting obsessed and be like, okay, there's 2 of them now. But yeah. So. There's a few of these little memorials all over the place. One of the elders for the Chinese New Year event is it was a part of Make-A-Wish Foundation. A kid got it put in as one of the elders. I do believe that kid has passed on. There's
The magic that binds the elementals to this land.
there was a few. There's 2 others I was vaguely remembering there, but I can't. There's a Robin Williams one. There's one in the Barrens, and the Robin Williams one was the one I was initially thinking of. There's another one, but I can't remember it. But yeah, there's a few different nods and references throughout the. It's kind of weird how there's a fucking path up to the goddamn cave here. It's not a complete path. It's fine. But there's a ton of these little references and tributes to people, and it's sweet. Oh, this place has been touched up. Though I do believe a cannon no longer spawns here, making a quest impossible to do. Oh, Stormguard is taking this place over. Mentioning before about the transhuman thing, transhumanism, cybernetics, all that. I'm a big fan of this kind of thing. Oh yes, I just need to queue back up for stuff. Let's ooh. Normally it's join group, leave group, but no, it's just join. But anyway, I was looking into it earlier, previously, and apparently they managed to, if I'm understanding right, and the article talking about it as sometimes they do, well, sometimes they're bullshit to one degree or another. Yeah, I should be able to do this. Might have to bow out of this, but they were saying that they managed to map a worm's brain to a device. And like it was a, device worked. It's like mechanical worm or something. I don't know, dude. I just remember the phrase Lego being used. But yeah, that's interesting because if it, ultimately, the full body thing, mind and everything uploaded. That's what I want. Still nada. Annoying. But, rule. But anyway, apparently they managed to pull that off, but obviously humans are much more complex than a worm. But still, it's a major first step. There's also apparently some Project 2045? I think that's what it's called. Let me look. The 2045 Initiative. It's a non-profit organization that develops a network and a community of researchers in the field of life extension. It's made and owned by Dmitry Itzkov. I'm saying that wrong. But he wants to have basically what I want by 2045. But following the timeline on the Wikipedia, on its Wikipedia entry, this year, since it wasn't done before, we're meant to have a robotic copy of a human body remotely capable of interpreting commands directly from the mind and sending information back to the mind in a form that can be interpreted via brain-computer interface. I don't think we're quite there yet. But it's meant to, according to his timeline, it should be popularized in or before 2020. Then I closed it. Okay, it's literally just starting. Got a moment. Okay, auto run. Then that's Avatar A. Okay, there's Avatar A, B, C, and D. Avatar B is an avatar in which a human brain is transplanted at the end of one's life. It sustains the brain around interaction with the environment, possibly mounted into the Avatar A's chassis, and that's to be done in 2025. Avatar C to be done in 2035, or the first successful attempt is to be done in 2035, is to an avatar with an artificial brain to which a human personality is transferred for emulation at the end of one's life. With Avatar D being a hologram or diagram-like avatar. It's the ultimate goal, but is optional since, assuming either the upload is involuntary or all humans choose to upload, biological diseases are prevented in the previous stage and it's far away from current technological achievement and our understanding of physics. The reception here is on the Wikipedia is like 2 sentences. One professor, George M. Church, has complained that there's a lot of dots that aren't connected in Itzkov's plans. It's not a real roadmap. While Martin A. Rothblatt, who I'm not saying it right at all, may as well have been an Irish name, for best I could say it, the founder of United Therapeutics has claimed that the Avatar project is no more wild than in the early 60s, which saw the advent of liver and kidney transplants. I'm just reading straight off the Wikipedia there. But yeah, apparently there's tons of projects already in this angle and whatnot, which is fantastic. Because like they certainly don't get much press, so you don't, in what I've been seeing. So it's comforting to see that they do exist and they are, you know, working away. You know, because I really do want, you know, the whole transhuman thing. Personally, I think it'll be a lot of fun. Plus, I'm not big a fan of dying. I haven't suffered from an existential crisis where most days I'm petrified of my own mortality for the last 6 months. You know, I kind of botched that sentence. You know, but yeah, basically I've been, for the last like 6 months or so, maybe more, maybe less. Yeah, I've been stressed about, you know, my own mortality. Okay, that's... Christ. I've been for the last while, I've been... Cold to... Oh, okay, it's their own mine. I was like, what the fuck? How did they get there? That's hacks. But, yeah, for the last, like, 6 months, I've been stressing about my own mortality and, you know, how I'm eventually gonna die and all this. And, yeah, can't remember where I was going with this. But, should bring them up here and try and force them to have to fight him. Well, actually, he's aggroed on me quite yet. Now he is. But, oh, I got credit here? Nice. I guess I didn't need to take it personally. Normally you have to take it personally. So I guess I could have saved the other guy rather than being a git. But yeah, I've suffered from like an existential crisis for the last like 6 months, petrified about my own mortality and whatnot. And yeah, as you can imagine, I'm a big fan of the idea of being able to live on beyond that. Though that being said, there's the debate of is the copy really you or not, and if it isn't, then you know, meat sack you is still dying and it's just a copy living on. But I think I'm happy even with that. You know, it's biological immortality isn't going to come at any time within my lifespan, if ever. So, you know, even this is pushing it. Because I'm doubting his timeline, certainly. But, damn it. Whatever. But yeah, even, you know, the mechanical stuff is probably pushing it. I am doubting the guy's timeline heavily. There's no marker here saying when we're going to take it or not.
It's too far away.
In modern in modern AV, it tells you, I think. At least for some of it does, or some of the battlegrounds does. No idea. Someone has timers for these. Our point is this one. Okay, ours is about the same. But yeah, I got kind of, I fudged my words there, so I'm trying to make sense of what I was saying. But yeah, it's an existential crisis for the last like week. Well, no, not week, 6 months-ish. 4, 6 months. And so, as you can imagine, I'm a big fan of, you know, ways of, you know, you know, extending my life and whatnot. Yeah, I can't remember where I was going with it originally, and that's really throwing me off now. But yeah, it's yeah, messing with me for ages. Like, each day I'm like stressed about it. It's quite aggravating. And it's embarrassing the thing that actually set it off. I was reading Girls' Last Tour, and that made me just think, shit. Just like it's ending, like everyone's weak to certain, like certain material. You know, like some people can't stand horror. Some people, you know, most comedies, you know, make them want to neck themselves. You know, whatever way how Girls' Last Tour ended really messed with me. I don't want to spoil things, but yeah, it just really hit the wrong nerve. I find sometimes like I'll be going along fine, then like it always depends on your mental state, my mental state. But I'll be going along fine, and then I'll read something, and it will make me realize something about myself. Like I was like, you know, watching Steins Gate, and it was like seeing, Okabe surrounded by friends, and it's like, shit, I'm lonely. You know, I just come up, make discoveries about myself via them. Like I've said before, I've spent a lot of time of my life in a fog. And, I don't know. Sometimes random things end up being the candle to through it. Or the lantern. Get. Oh yeah, I got the upgrade that gives you 30% speed if it's a PvP thing. But yeah, random things just end up being the lantern through the fog for me. I've been doing better about Okay, this seems cheaty. Wait. Oh, yes. Okay, I question the legitimacy of this. Okay, this I can accept. Aha! And it was barking. But, yeah, it's an awkward thing to admit, but I know for yeah, whatever reason, I just remember feeling like I was in a haze growing up, just like weird mental fog, and random things. Even like I've dealt with it up to recently, getting better as I went, but yeah, up to recently, and I know random things end up being lanterns through it, making me realize one thing or another or whatnot. I'm just gathering these for sake of gathering them. I wish Pippa would quieten down. Here's Ickman. I was shot down by Director's Fool Moverick. I fear that if I do not make it back to base, I'll be lost. Moverick and a squad of War Riders must be stopped.
Be careful.
Kind of got distracted there between fighting starting and talking. I got distracted. And I have no clue what's going on.